So January 1st isn't New Year. Nothing changes from December 31st to January 1st. You're in a dead of winter. They threw things off. They turned things upside down by teaching a Babylonian way of following from year to year. They follow what we would call, or what you would call, the lunar cycle, which is against the Bible, which is against the scriptures.
The Gentiles are confused in how they worship.
Sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
The Gentiles are confused in how they worship.
Our times began to wane or get thrown off during our Babylonian captivity. During that time, we began to follow the holy days under the Babylonian way of doing it after the moons, according to how the Bible the scriptures instructed us from the beginning. Excuse me. So the Most High have a problem with us following the holy days according to the Gentiles. Okay, let's get 1 Corinthians 10 and 20, and then we'll read Isaiah, the 1st chapter. Read.
Ye cannot drink of the cup of the Lord.
You can't say you down with the Most High in Christ.
And the cup of devils.
And then deal with devil holy days or Babylonian holy days. And that's why the Most High called America Babylon, or the daughter of Babylon, because she have patterned herself after ancient Babylon. And it's not just her. The Romans did the same. Okay, the Romans intertwined Babylonian worships with their sacrifices because they were worshiping the same gods as the ancient Babylonians, the ancient Egyptians. We're different. We're supposed to do things differently. Not that we can't celebrate and have a good time and deal with tradition, but we can do it on the holy day that fits with our God and not the Gentiles. Read.
Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
You can't say you're down with the Creator, but you celebrate Christmas. You can't say that you're down with the Creator or the Most High God, or claim you're a good person and you're celebrating Thanksgiving, Easter, or any type of tradition of Gentiles, and sacrificing that food to devils, to demons, and not to the Most High. So they did this. The Gentiles did this by tricking us, making us believe that we were doing these sacrifices and ceremonies and traditions to the Most High God and not the God of the Gentiles. Okay, so some might ask, well, how do we resolve this? How do we follow the right way of sacrificing to the Most High? That leads us back to the Bible. You follow the holy days of the Bible and you celebrate on those particular days. Now, there's really not 365 days to a year. You don't need to throw in leap years and things of that nature and take out days during certain times of years, or certain times during every 4 years to resolve a complete cycle. Okay? According to the Most High, and this is the greatest deception that have been played on the earth. According to the Most High, you resolve years by weeks. Okay, that's how years are resolved. When the Most High said, remember the Sabbath to keep it holy, by remembering the Sabbath from Sabbath to Sabbath, you would be able to resolve a complete calendar year once you count 52 Sabbaths. That way we wouldn't forget the time, and we would be right on schedule as far as prophecy. But the world have been deceived. So that's why on certain holy days, the same thing we're doing in worship here is being worshiped the same time in the heavenly realm. See, and that's what connects us with the Most High. You have to get the moon out of the way and start dealing with the 364-day cycle. And remember it from Sabbath to Sabbath, and you'll have all your holy days right on time. Read.
Then they will disturb all their seasons, and the years will be dislodged from this order.
So we would lose track of years. Read.
and they will disturb the season and the years, and will not find the path of the years, and will forget the new moons, and the seasons and Sabbaths, and they will go wrong as to all the order of the years. For I know, and from henceforth will I declare it unto thee, and it is not of my own devising, for the book lies written before me, and on the heavenly tablets the division of days is ordained, lest they forget the feast of the covenant, and walk according to the feast of the Gentiles.
See that? We will forget this covenant, which was a law. Now the Gentiles are not going to follow this, brothers and sisters. The Gentiles are confused in how they worship. And the reason why they're doing this is to keep us off kilter, off schedule. There's no such thing as a 365 3/4 of a year of days that make a year. Think about this. It's total madness how they're resolving years. Or let's take out let's make it with February have less days or more days and all this. It's total confusion.
The Gentiles are confused in how they worship.
Read.
Verse 22. Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy?
And see, and that's why we fell as a people. These are the things we did in the past as a people. We provoke our God to anger by using his holy days and switching them on Babylonian worship times, on calendar days that intertwine with the worship of demons and fallen gods. I'm going to show you. And the Most High got angry with us, and because of that, a prerequisite right after that, subsequent to that, our people went into captivity. So when we worship other nations' gods, by default, we fall under these people. They can do anything they would like to us because our hedge of protection is gone. So some people might ask, well, what is the significance of dealing with these holy days and understanding when they fall? Well, it's good to know that we're not worshiping on a day the Most High would be angry with us, not following the ways and the trends of the Gentiles. Read.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 10.
Isaiah 1 and 10. Now we went from the New Testament into the Old Testament. Right now in the scriptures, read.
Hear the word of the Most High, ye rulers of Sodom. Give ear unto the law of your God, ye people of Gomorrah.
See, the Most High is comparing Sodom and Gomorrah to modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, which we know is what? America.
Now, sink into the floor.
Unbelief, sin, abounding over the generations of nations. Things getting worse from generation to generation. Why? Because America is actually setting the tone for the whole earth, following the pattern of Sodom and Gomorrah. And the Most High said it in the book of Isaiah, give ear, O Sodom. Read.
To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me, saith the Lord?
Why are you sacrificing to the Most High when you know it's not to the true God? What good is your sacrifices or holy days? Read.
I am full of burnt offerings of rams and the fat of fed beasts.
These are your festivities. The Most High says he's full of them. Okay, the whole earth, Sodom and Gomorrah, is worshiping and bringing forth sacrifices and prayer, but the Most High is not listening to them because it's not according to what he directed and how he directed his people to do it. So there's no lack of festivities in the earth, but they're not to the Most High. They're not to the Creator.
The Gentiles are confused in how they worship.
I just want you to know, Anderson and I are going to party harder than we have ever partied before on New Year's Eve. Do you understand?
So January 1st isn't New Year. Nothing changes from December 31st to January 1st. You're in a dead of winter.
Now, sink into the floor.
The Gentiles are confused in how they worship.
So January 1st isn't New Year.